Hello everybody and welcome back to the And More Bus Videos YouTube channel. I'm And More Bus Videos, otherwise known as And More Central, depending on what day of the week and what video you're watching. And welcome to Adstow Bus Station in Adstow version 5. This is still a work in progress map. It's been a map project that's been ongoing for a couple of years. It's incredibly detailed, incredibly thought through. And I thought from our previous video, if you haven't already, do go and check it out. We did the 99, the seafront service. I think the scenery on it is amazing. In this video, we're going to take another look at the map. This time, we're going to be doing the second of the 4 drivable routes in this work in progress release. That is the 19, that runs from here. That is Adstow Bus Station, and it will go all the way up to St Stephen's and the Tesco Superstore, arriving there in 20 minutes time. So approximately takes us 20 minutes. It looks like we'll go through past North Point, past the Stagecoach Depot, and through the estates. We did a little bit of North Point on the 99, so presumably we'll do the inland bit of that, and then loop round to end up at the Tesco Superstore. As I say, taking us in total 20 minutes. So we'll log the machine in, and then we will have a little look at the livery. There we go. So that's all logged in. There's a 99 going over there. And this is the livery that we've got, the pink line 19 with Devon names as well. Looks really, really nice. Really nice branding on the urban livery. It's going to be a shame to see, and it pretty much is a shame already to see most of this livery going and disappearing off. However, it's still nice to see that in the map, we'll still get it with the pink line 19. Very much a Norwich-related livery. They loved their route lines that much that even with the new electrics that they've got, they've made sure that the electrics have coloured destination blinds so that they can still sort of distinguish which coloured line is what. That I think is pretty awesome. Not as good as this livery. We'll be ashamed to see these go. But as I say, to say that they've all got to go corporate, they've all got to be electric and the same livery, I think the coloured destination blinds in Norwich is a pretty cool feature. So we'll go around the block to our stand. Ignore the fact that there is a street that behind us in black. Unfortunately, they are all in textures, but because of all of the detailed AI vehicles on the map, my setup is not particularly liking it, unfortunately. So you will notice some vehicles in fleet livery, some not so much, unfortunately, if it sort of runs out of memory for the textures. But hey ho, our bus is in a livery, so as long as that stays that way, we're doing okay. I do also like this bus station being pretty central as well, and all the signage associated. And the fact that we do actually have a reversing bus station. That is what we really, really like. This gives me Penzance vibes. Oh, not Penzance, sorry, Truro vibes. This very much gives me Truro vibes. Got anybody getting on the bus? Anyone? Or do I need to reverse it back and go into the stand in a different way? If I take it a little bit, oh, that's a nice screenshot. We'll get that in a second. If I take it a little bit wider, they might be more interested. And now let's get a screenshot because that looks really good. And another bus has shown up behind us. Joys of joys. I can zoom that in. That'll be right. There we go, there's our passengers. So remember that for future, we've got to be right over to that side so that the passengers get on the bus. For now, though, I'm going to struggle to get out of here, but hey ho. The joys of AI vehicles. There we go. And then if we full lock it now, we should be okay. There we go, straight out. So I do like the choice of the B7RLE as a crucial AI vehicle. It was going to be the bus I would drive anyway, so it has just pleasantly worked out that it is the AI vehicle of choice on the map. Fortunately, as you could see, the Studio Polygon E400 MMC is that detailed that it does tend to take a fair bit of your memory on AI. Just one of the negatives, unfortunately, of the vehicle. It's such a lovely vehicle. I mean, it's, as many of you will know, it's one of my favourite vehicles to drive, and I'll probably end up doing one of the runs on here with it. But it is just, unfortunately, on the purposes of AI, it just seems to like to fall out with memory and all the important stuff. As you can see, there's quite a lot of them on here as well. Much as it pains me to say it would probably have been better for the sake of memory to do C400s on here. But again, we do have to bear in mind it is work in progress. There is a couple of liveries and bits missing, but again, we make do. We make do and we move. Oh, there's an up-tier solo. There goes the up-tier solo. So yeah, it's quite nice, is this? Sort of like a seaside town with local inner estate services and bits like that. Somewhere like you could, for me, it could be somewhere like Bridlington. For example, you've got those local services. There's a few further field runs as well. So it's quite a nice mix of stuff. There we go. We're taking a while to change. Oh, I like that. The addition of a for sale sign. That's pretty awesome. Oh, I do like that. But it's been quite a while since I've sort of been given early access to a map. I've forgotten just how cool it is to go around on some like totally different routes and estates. And I like maps like this where it does give you that town or village vibe where you aren't sort of just like straight out of the centre of something. You will, like in Bridlington or in Scarborough, something like that, you will constantly have traffic lights set, different road structures, immediate estate, stuff like that. And a map like this where for some people it might feel like quite bunched up together. For me, I think it's really cool. And then you've got the unique bits like the bus stop bay on the turn there and bits that keep it exciting, keep it interesting. Oh, street deck. I do think the purple and grey corporate livery does need to make an appearance on this map, though. I am really warming to that from first. I know there's quite a few people that don't like it, but I think it looks... I like it. I think it looks sort of corporate. It is very, very, very corporate. It's not like the other liveries where it's just more of a mix of liveries and colours and bits like that. The purple and grey just seems really formal, really formal, and I think the idea of purple, it just gives that sort of like royal look about it. And I think the grey, as I say, mixing them together, I mean, it is a very basic livery, but it gives the formality for passengers. Oh yeah, purple and grey, it looks quite professional. They know what they're doing. That from a customer perspective, that is the main thing that you need. You do need that reassurance. So again, as I do say, this map is a work in progress. There is still bits waiting to be finished. So just bear that in mind. That is why we are still in a work in progress era and not in a final release. This mini-series is merely for us to have a little look on the routes, see what we can look forward to in the final product, and sort of have a little wonder about and show you some exclusive bits. Again, do bear in mind, as I do say in every video, this map, this route currently does not reflect the final product. There are still areas waiting to be finished, there are bugs still waiting to be solved, and bits like that in order to give such a high quality final finish. But these, as I say, these videos are more just to keep you in the loop with what's going on, so you can sort of see what the crack is. There's quite a lot of AI bosses. There's a lot of AI bosses. I assume it's to do with the competition between First and Stagecoach. I must say the attention to detail, like the little bits, are absolutely phenomenal on this. I think it's so easy to forget all the little sections of bits and bobs, and this map clearly, like the right arrow there that we had, and the right turn marker, and little bits like that are needed, are what you would find in the real world and stuff like that. But sometimes, folk like myself on overbuilding maps, it's so easy to forget them. Really, really is. So this is that big area of roadworks again that we did in the previous video. I think we just got really, really lucky when we came up in the previous one on the 99 that we got straight through. It will be a four-way junction, is this. Although there'll obviously be arguments of, oh yeah, just open the junction, make it as it should be. I think having roadworks on a junction like this is so, and especially the high quality of the roadworks as well, there's not details being missed. I think it's so realistic to what we have in the world at the moment, in society currently, where we are dealing with horrendous roadworks on a day-to-day basis. Oh, 56A. Nice eclipse action again. See, I was going to initially use the Devon Olympia livery, but then when I spawned in, the first AI bus was in this livery, in the Pink Line 19, so I thought, well, we're doing the 19, it's in that livery, it kind of just made sense. So I can show off another one of the fantastic liveries and route brands for the map. But it does seem at present that this might be the only thing properly branded up, so there is that to bear in mind. I know that Leicester had the pink front, and in the README it did discuss the idea of ex-Leicester livery. So I don't know if the idea behind this is that these buses will have sort of been acquired, all of that lot from Leicester, and then branded up using the fuchsia fronts. I don't know. And again, that's what we love about work in progress map. There's always intrigue, always a bit of mystery, always a bit of excitement. Look at the caravan there. Caravan. And another bus. Oh, the 2A. I think that's Stagecoach. I do think that is Stagecoach. We must have just missed these lights. Can you see this is realistic? We're 0.3 early at the previous stop, and this next stop we are going to be 2 minutes late. So this is the kind of thing you do need in maps where it all works, as roadworks, but it is realistic to the challenges that you do get day to day, where you do hit roadworks, you end up 5-10 minutes late, and you've got to try and catch that time up. I mean, yes, the brakes provision like time, but as a driver, you do want to try and catch up during your run, A, because you want to achieve your entire break, and B, because you do want people to get where they need to be on time. Da 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 da. So I can get a nice screenshot of this. to be fair, it is within all the excitement. Just wish that bus behind was in some sort of like fleet livery, but we move. Let's see if that works. There we go. That does look the part. And now let's actually remember to put those arrows back up. Oh, don't want to put that. So let's make our way up on the 19 up here. So what time are we on? Well, 38, and we are 2 minutes late. So we're about halfway through the route. Again, I believe this is one that's going to be getting slightly extended. We'll have to wait and see, but from what I can understand, it is going to be getting slightly extended as this one. But here we are in North Point. So again, this is a similarity between this and the 99. This is North Point, so shared section of route again. Shared junction. But we've done our own separate route to get here through the estates, and now we're splitting off to do our own thing again. So this is what's quite cool, is when you do have little merge points for the routes, but they also do their own thing as well. So I think that's quite cool. I do think that the 2As, I think that's the stagecoach competing route. I think that's the route that competes with us. Although, because it's me, we're doing a lot better than it. So this is the stagecoach depot, so that's just down there. For those of you who looked at this, just like me initially, and just went, huh, it's a lot of houses. No, the stagecoach depot has been hidden down there. I do think is a nice feature. I don't know if there's a depot for first. Oh, I like the use of the new stagecoach logo. I approve of that. That's awesome. Oh, and it's right in the corner. That's well cool. Oh, and they've got some of the AI buses have some branding on as well. All the static buses have some branding on. Adstow, North Point, St John's, and somewhere else. And then they've got the route number underneath. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, I think the 2A just runs in competition with us. That's awesome. I love all the new Stagecoach Southwest. I love all the new logos and the signage. That's a really nice touch, is that? So there we go, another 19, give him a wave. Oh, we've got somebody wanting to jump off again, this time at North Point Primary School. So again, a nice bus stop bay. I do think routes like this are underrated. I always like the challenges of going round random estates with buses like this. Because I do think that as much as B7RLEs and like the more modern ones are absolutely ideal for longer distance work, this is the kind of thing they've just ended up settling doing. I mean, in West Yorkshire we've got Bradford, Halifax, Leeds, and they're used on work like this. Over in Grimsby, the ex-FirstBus examples are used on work just like this. And there's the other ones that go to Louth and what have, go to Louth, but the majority do work like this. And it's so easy to forget that. And the variety in houses as well. We're not just using the same houses all the time. There is a variety in houses. Oh, really? Oh, we've caught our time up, that'll do. Time was quite easily caught up. And then a nice park there as well. Very nice. And then we are expecting a Tesco Superstore to come up very soon. Well, there should be a Tesco Superstore coming up very soon. Yeah, a couple of stops, I think. That Chelsea, is that Chelsea Park? Oh, Chelsea Park. Up to say, yeah, 2 stops and then. Yeah, and there's the 2A. As I say, I do think they're in direct competition with us. I think that's just a stagecoach run. But again, realistic to what it was like in Barnstaple, where there was all of this competition. All this competition, and I think they found in Barnstaple there wasn't actually that many people for it. That was the issue that they had. They had more competition than they had passengers. That is why First ended up leaving in the end. Shame, really, is First were there first, but these things happen. Oh, there we go, pulling into the Tesco Superstore. This looks impressive. I like this. Then we've got the fuel station section in the corner. There's bus shelters where you'd usually expect them in a supermarket. This is awesome. I like this. All the Tesco signage. This sort of gives me Hull vibes. Yeah. So just to note, 2A and 19 will continue past this point in a future beta. For now, this is just the terminus. So the Tesco Superstore is the terminus. Presumably not St. Stephen's as such, but it will extend. So that is, again, another element of the work in progress-ness of the map, is that this won't be the terminus point. It will merely just be a calling point. But for now, it is a terminus to facilitate turning around and going back in an area that isn't currently being worked on. So again, pretty cool Tesco. Really do like the work that's gone into this. Really does look cool. With trolley shelters as well, using bus shelters. Again, really cool feature. But with all that said and done, I do hope you've all enjoyed this video. And what we'll do in the next one or the one after, when we do the 2A, we'll do it in return, and we'll do it in reverse in return, and we'll probably start at the Stagecoach depot as well, so we can have a little look at the depot. But as I say, with all that said and done, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have done, do be sure to hit that like button so that more people can find it and enjoy like you have. If you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe to the Bus Videos YouTube channel for more content like this from the simulation section in the OMSI 2 world from Project Adstow, the new work in progress beta map that we are looking at the moment. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next video I make. Goodbye for now. Bye.